Rich, geared up in the almost like a soccer star. You ever play soccer as a kid?
Yeah, I played travel around Ontario, and then I was playing lacrosse and soccer kind of simultaneously my whole life, and around 12 or 13 I kind of had to pick, and naturally I was a little too aggressive for soccer. Those red cards kept flashing out, so I switched. I took on full-time playing lacrosse.
Well, you definitely were not too aggressive for lacrosse.
No, I was just another guy, man. In lacrosse, it's their lacrosse players are a rare breed.
You also jump in a little bit. The other night, coming home on the bus, we watched the MMA, and Connor McLeft-Hand comes in with a big win. How passionate are you about MMA and watching that?
Yeah, that's another sport that I've kind of fallen in love with. I think it started with George St. Pierre, obviously being a Canadian, and he's a huge role model of mine growing up. And I've followed a few fighters. Recently, I've been tracking the Conor McGregor's career, and guys like Chael Sonnen and Nick Diaz. Yeah, I think it's a very cool sport. I mean, I don't think there's anything that tests an athlete's mettle more than locking them in a cage and shutting the door, see who comes out alive.
Tell us a little bit about being on the ice this year with this group of Toronto Marlies, and how, this is a special group of people who've put together an incredible season so far.
You just have to be around us to know that we're all in this together, and it's a very positive environment. And that's obviously structured through management, and the coaches have set up an amazing environment to get better and to win. And we're just all enjoying it, from the amount of talented young players we have. I think sometimes maybe our veteran players get a little bit overlooked just because of how good our young players are. I think if we had a better schedule in the American League, I don't see us, we probably should never lose a game, but I think we've had a tough schedule and we've done well. We've lost bodies, so I think we're doing well.
Just a last question. One of the things that gets worked on certainly more than I've seen in the years I've covered the American League, skills practices, and a lot of different ways to just dial it from 9 to 10 maybe, or because you would think professional hockey players, what in the world would they need to continue to work on skills for? But how valuable is that information when you just get just a little bit better?
I've heard, Kyle Dubas says development never stops. And even for a guy like me, as long as you put the work in, you can always get better. I'm a big believer in that. I don't think there's ever a time where, you can sit here and say, all right, I've learned all there is to know. I think once you do that and become complacent, that's when, you stop evolving as a player and as a human, and you just become stagnant. And then that's basically when guys' careers come to an end. The amount of video that we watch and the amount of video that gets analyzed, the different, statistics that they take. I don't even know everything they track, but I can guarantee you it's they're looking at everything and kind of analyzing our team and guys, and I think everyone's probably having some of the best years of their lives. I know I am, certainly, and it's just fun to come to the rink every day knowing that at worst case, you're gonna get better, and the winning is just it's become contagious here. Now we go into games and we all want to win, and it's expected.
Rich Clune, thanks for being a part of this kid soccer star, not fresh off the new Sopranos movie.
Yeah,
it's good look though.
3 people died making this tracksuit, bro.
Thanks, Rich.
See you later.